Hi everyone. I just thought I would stop by just for a minute. Um, Still very busy over here in this house, getting things prepared for all the changes. So by the end of September, my son and his family will be moved in. So this morning I got up and we kind of went through one of the rooms and we did um, a lot of sorting of things. And I mean, I've been collecting things for over 49 years in this house. And well, maybe not just in this house, but on this piece of property. Because first it was a mobile home, and then we built the house 20 years later, and so now we've been in the house almost 30 years. But that's a lot of time to collect. And so I told my son, I said, I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed here. At first, it was real easy because things are going in keep, thrift, or trash. And I'm amazed at how much I'm actually able to put in trash. And but it's getting harder. I told my son, I said, I think it'd almost be easier if you take over everything and just you'd use your judgment, and I probably would never miss anything you threw away. But he says no, he didn't want to do that. We're still going to do it this way. But he said you need to take more breaks, and so he says. So my breaks are back here in my bedroom where I now have my crafting. Most of my crafting area will be here, but it's going to be nice because it's going to be nice when he's finished because he works his butt off every day in organizing and sorting through things. And because his wife, my daughter-in-law, and one of his daughters is only 2 years old, so all she likes to do is run. And but then Aria's been 7, and she likes so many arts and crafts. So that's good because then he sees more value in the things that I have. And so it kind of makes it to where he knows what to keep and what to thrift and that kind of thing. So now he just told me because we were in there in the what's going to be the girls' room, and he said, "Okay, it's time for you to go take a break and go make a movie or something, go make a video or play or something." So I am. That's what I'm doing. I'll take him at his word that I need that, and because I do need that. It does get a little overwhelming because what I'm basically doing is putting 75% of the things I want to keep coming in this here room, and then we still have a craft room. One of the bedrooms is still going to be a craft room, and yeah, that's interesting. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm working on um, a diamond art, which I've been working on a lot of diamond arts lately. What I do is when you get it, it's covered in like a cellophane, and so what I've learned to do is to divide it up into parts. Now, see, I have one of my color of diamond dots in here. Those was the G. So I've got a little tray, a little rack that I put all these trays in, and all of my different letters are these ones are all letters. Sometimes you get numbers, and sometimes you get letters that are on the actual spots here. And so then now I'll go here and get the eyes. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. Here it is. These are the eyes, which are kind of white. But see, I spent money on getting this whole, it's like a little rack, almost like a CD rack, or like a rack that you put cassettes in. But that way, and then I have enough trays that each different color can go in its own tray. That way I don't have to keep swapping out, swapping for different, open up a sack, pour some in, and, that's like too much work for me. So here is like this here pen. They have so many different kind of pens. And so with every kit you buy, you get this little, usually they're pink like this, and it places one. Sometimes you get an extra little placer on the end, which this one is 4. I think that's a 3 placer. But so you can place 3 or 4 or whatever, but you can get them up until real big. But then see, they also have these kind of pens, which are like fancy and pretty and stuff, and with the metal, and I thought maybe the metal would be a little easier, but I don't know how come. I just keep switching off to the one that comes right there with the whole kit. And so then you just kind of shake them down. So
shake.
Yes, Papa.
Just come to let you know I made it back home.
Okay, I'm glad you made it back home. All right, and so you just kind of shake them and get them leveled off into the tray. And oh yeah, this is a 4 placer. See, so you can pick up 4 diamond dots at a time. So if you have a place, when you have a plate, and then they all 4 go down at one time, see, or however many. And I don't usually go any more than a 4 placer. Otherwise, I feel like I get them all crooked. Now this one here has round, I call them diamonds. They call them drills. But this one here has round ones. The one I just finished had square ones. And I think I like the round ones a little bit better, although I do like the square too. But see, by doing the multi-placers, they go down a little quicker, or like a lot quicker. On my little bitty ones, and some of them, like I just finished this one, and I did this one in a day. But this one, look, it's my baby unicorn. Isn't he cute? This one I just did in one day. And this one, I think I did, most of these I did with just a single placer, except maybe on these outsides here. I think I used the multi-placer on the outsides here. Hi, Billy, what you doing?
See what you're up to.
I'm making a video, just like you told me. So anyhow, I am putting down. Now see, like there I just got only 3 on there, but that's okay. I'll just put 3 because I need 3 right there. So you can even use a multi-placer just to do 3 or 1 or 2. But see, then part of it goes even quicker. And so that's what I'm telling you about that. So I got finished then with these white ones on the letter A. Oh no, there's one right there. Always I do find later on that I missed 1 or 2 here and there. But see, I only do this one space. And when I finish with that one space, then I feel an accomplishment, because then I'll move over to the next one. So now I'll put my eyes back, and then I look here and I think, okay, the next one close I see is T's. So then I've got the T's already in the thing, in the pan, because that's how I get these up. And I only do one diamond painting at a time. I don't. Some people have more than one going at a time. Well, I can't do that. I do it just like this. And so now what did I say there? Cheese. Yeah, I put on the pan there, and I have a little sticker that I write the letter, And what I'm going to do too, sometimes what I do, because my memory is just absolutely horrible, I'll just take a little piece of paper and then I will write the letter I'm using and just put it right there, what the letter is. And because sometimes I'll be just going along and then I forget what I just forget. And so that's why I like to do it this way. And like I say, too, I like to do small diamond arts. I don't like to do great big ones. I haven't done any of the great big ones. I mean, tell you that some of them sell, some places sell real huge ones. I mean, they can be like 6 foot long. No, not this old lady. I'm not doing that. And so, but beautiful. But the thing is, doing a big diamond dot, the dots are the same size in the smaller ones and the bigger ones. So the bigger you get, the more detailed the picture will look. In the smaller ones, there's not a lot of detail at all, but you still get a beautiful image. And so, and all of mine that I've got so far have been either from Temu or Amazon, and I don't have anything. Well, I got one from the Diamond Arts Club, and because I just wanted to see, well, what is going to be the difference, and I had a $10 off coupon for them, and so I picked a $14 um, painting, so it was only $4 or $4.95, something like that, plus shipping, and I really, although it's beautiful, it's very beautiful. Um, I just think that the budget friendly ones are just fine. That's for me. Now, there's also some people that say that some of these are stolen art, that they are, if you buy a no name brand, that they could be stolen art. And so I don't like stolen art, but one thing is I don't know how to pick what might be stolen art. How do I know? There's no way of knowing, for me anyway, what is stolen art. And so, but then some of these are not stolen art, but they're uncopyrighted. They're a picture that doesn't have a copyright, and so to me, it's just all confusing, and I don't want to get all picky with it. And I buy what I can afford because I like doing this. Because I like doing it, I'll get what I can afford, and the the low budget ones are the ones I can afford. I have not given any more than like $4 for a diamond art, and I've done about 15 now, and so I buy what I can afford, and I give kudos to artists, and I don't, you know, I feel bad if they're stolen, but I guess there's a lot of things, like even a lot of our art products that we use. Other companies will take that same idea and they'll make their version of it and sell it for a cheaper price. And well, I have bought the cheaper things, but then how do I know still if it's a stolen? I don't know. So I buy what I can afford because, like, even I have to do my crafts. I have to do this. Like I was just telling my son earlier, I was getting overwhelmed. I was just getting overwhelmed, and he says, "Will you go in there in your room and you just do some crafts, make a video, do something for yourself?" and I can already feel myself just calming down. Now he's come in here to tell me that he's taken Papa and they're going to go out for a ride. He's got to run over to his house for something. And oh, he said he's got to go pick up food because apparently Bianca went shopping last night and bought stuff to bring over here. And so Billy just told me, don't do no more grocery shopping because I said something that I was going to buy on my next shopping list. He goes, don't be buying too much. We're going to take care of what we need here. And so I'm telling you, I am blessed beyond words. So I'm looking for, and they have put in there with their, because they rent right now, and they had let the landlord know that September, the end of September, is when that's when they'll be out of their, so they'll be in here permanently by the end of September. And so I am so happy. I'm just so happy. I just can't tell you it's how pleased I am. For one thing, knowing that we're not alone is like a safety net. It's just amazing. And he said then, and then of course neither one of us ever want to go to a assisted living or anything like that. But now Papa doesn't have a lot of physical limitations, but I do. I've got some health concerns that kind of keeps me, oh, I don't know. I guess you would sort of say homebound. And so, and I always worry too when I go to the doctor's office. I don't want to tell them too much because I'm afraid that they'll call authorities to come check on us and find that maybe I might need a little bit more than what me and Papa can handle together. But we can handle things together. So I am very happy. But this here diamond dotting, now I'm missing out on my, lately I've been, because we're sorting through fabrics and sorting through fabrics, which fabrics, there's been a couple pieces that's went into thrift shop bag, but a couple pieces only. I'm telling you, my fabric is like, I have to have my fabric. And so, but I haven't done anything with the sewing machine. Hasn't went on for at least a week. And so looks like I've got all the teas covered in this section. So I'm going to put that tray back. And then they're in alphabetical order there on the rack too. And then here, there's H's. Let's get the H's out. Ooh, see them? They're like a little brown color. Like cream in your coffee color. And so, then we'll start putting H's. And there's a few places where I can use my 4-placer, I see. This is really, to me, I really did not think I'd like this. When I first seen anything to do with diamond dotting, I did not think I'd like it. And even after I bought my first one, I really didn't think I'd like it. But I wanted to do that first one for my grandson because it was his dog. It just looked exactly like his dog. And I said, I have got to do that for my Jeffrey. And that's all it took. I love it. I love it. And so, and also, like, I've noticed too, in the mornings, my eyesight is a lot better than it is in the evenings. But I bought a pair of these. These are magnifying glasses you can wear. And it comes with like 6 or 7 different lenses of different strengths. And then it also has a light. How do you turn the light on? Well, it does have a light. Take my word for it. I don't know how it turns on. I have not used the light, but there's a light right there. Hmm. Oh, there it is. See how there's a light on there? Oh, it's got different brightnesses. So, and it adjusts to, So this was worth it. I think this was like $19 or something like that. That was worth that. And I got a magnifying glass. I keep my magnifying glass right close so I can look, So later, after I've done it for a while, sometimes I have to use that. And so, but I make it work. It works fine for me. And so, and it's just absolutely and like when it's broke off into these sections, like I'm only working on this one section, and once you finish that one section, it's like, oh yay, I got that. And then you uncover another section. What I do is I'll do this section, then I'll do this one, I'll turn it, and I'll do these two, and then I'll go to the middle ones. But it, to me, it is so satisfying to do these. And um and for me, the single placer, I can get them real pretty good in line. Now, even my like here on my little, if you really look at it, if you're a diamond daughter and you look at this, there's a number 4 there I missed. You can see how some of these lines of dots are not real straight. Some of them are all crooked. But that doesn't bother me at all that they're crooked. That they're supposed to be crooked. That one there, there's too much space. They're supposed to be straight, but if they're not straight, this is art. So you don't let that bother you none. But that's cute. But but yeah, it just all works out, and you're only doing it for your own self, for your self satisfaction. And even if you make one of these and you give it as a gift, give it to somebody as a gift, they would probably not ever notice if they're not diamond daughters. Now I gotta put my H in here. If they're not diamond daughters, they would probably not even notice that something wasn't exactly straight. And then, but well, I guess the reason I like the round diamonds better is because the square ones, if you got them ones crooked, then they're more noticeable that they're crooked. And since I'm a crookeder person, I'm an old crooked person, then the 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 circles just don't show. The rounds don't show as much as the rounds don't show as much as the squares if you don't have them real straight. Another thing you can do is let me show you here. I have somewhere in my life here. It'll take me a while to get my whole room. This is my portfolio where I put finished ones in. This one here, this has no diamonds around the outside. They call that something. What did they call this? This one they called something else. Oh, and I can't think of the word now. But it's where only the image is actually got the gems on it. And in this one, there's rhinestones on there, there's pearls on here, and so it's in different shapes, different sizes, and something like this. This doesn't take long at all to get done. And this one here too, there's nothing in a straight line. Nothing in a straight line, but look how beautiful that is. I think it is just gorgeous. And so, and this one here is so colorful. What they call this, they say there's a lot of confetti in this one. Confetti means that there's just a lot of different colors all mixed together. And so This one was fun to get to do. And on this one too, if you got a couple spots on there that you got the wrong color on the wrong spot, it doesn't even matter. It doesn't show. And then this cat, I love that cat. I think that just is gorgeous. And that's another one that they would say it's a lot of confetti, but it's bigger. This is one of the biggest ones, 30 by 40 centimeters. But it still shows. I mean, you can see his whiskers, his nose is definitely prominent, and his eye. It really is. And then you can see a lot of confetti is in the actual colors. So you know if you get one or two in the wrong space, nobody's going to know that either. And this one also, I love this one. See, now this one's got just white all the way around. When you're doing these, the outside part, those go really quickly when you're using a multi-placer. And all them colors. This was the first one I did. That was Jeffrey's dog. That looks just exactly like his Shaggy dog. And so, and that one, I just love that one. And he's going to that's going to go in his room, but I just don't have it framed yet, but I'll get it. And this one, I didn't realize I had already done this one, and then I got this one again. So I have two of these, but this one I framed with fabric tape. This one's not framed yet with fabric tape or anything, but that's the only thing I have framed them with so far is just fabric tape. But one of these little ones like this, these go together real quickly. And I like these, what do they call them, like astrological or something. I like them. This one I haven't done this one, but look how tiny this one is. This one won't take long. It's a little baby dragon. Isn't she adorable? And so that's only 20 by 20 centimeters. And so that one won't take long at all. And it's only got, well, it's got 16 colors. So having 16 colors, that's a lot of colors for just a very small one like that. So I'll be glad to get that one. That one, maybe I'll do that one next. It might be, because it might be the only one I have. And then I love the giraffe. I love the giraffe. That one had 17 colors to work with. And again, round. But isn't that gorgeous giraffe? Look at her little eyes. And then this kitty with the butterfly here. So pretty. And in this one, it's a swirl of color. I call it my hurricane. Isn't it pretty? And that one I used the black cloth tape to go around it. And I think that's all I got in this book right now. I got a few of them hanging on, I got a pegboard out in the dining room. We got just a few of them out there hanging. But I'm telling you, yes, they are definitely addictive. And and then just doing a few at a time. See, I got my H in there, so I know I'm doing H's. Okay, good, H's. Just doing one at a time and just a little space at a time. And the first one I did not, because I've learned a lot because I've watched a lot of other people doing diamond dotting. And so I've learned a lot of little tips and tricks by watching them. And so I've come a long way too. And oh gosh, there's some that just are amazing what they've done. The one I seen, a lady, she showed a picture of it hanging above her couch, her sofa in the living room, and the whole painting was as wide as her sofa was wide. God, that had to take forever. But when you do something like that is that large, you get a lot more detail in the picture, and oh my gosh, they're just amazing. They're just amazing. But for one thing, you have to have a large plate. Well, you can, if you work on it for a while, you can roll it up and work on it, put it away, and then pull it out and unroll it. But still, you'd have to have your whole dining room table, and then even your dining room table wouldn't be big enough, unless you've got a big conference table in your dining room, that it would even hold. And then I did see too one place on one video where there was more than one person. They're sitting around a table, they got a big diamond dot going, and there's more than one person working on different sections. And so it can even be fun for a group of people to be working on one diamond dot project. And then I've seen people too that get you can get, like, you can send in your wedding picture to have somebody make a diamond dot out of it, and they send you the wedding picture back in the on a canvas and all the diamonds so that you can fix it up. And so, like, if you're doing if you've got a church group or something, and you want to have the church group making something, you can send in a picture of your church and get a big one made, and then everybody, like, have in the women's group or something, just working together on this huge diamond dot, and then frame it and hang it on the wall, and that would be awesome project too. So there's a lot of awesome things you can do. Okay, that's all the H's that I see. But see, then there'll be more H's over in these other, but I'll see. I use washi tape, and I just separate it with the washi tape over the cellophane, and then but just making sure the washi tape is even on a row of letters. And then I have these little pens here that's actually got a blade in it, and those I got from Timu also. And then I cut just that bit, and it won't go through the canvas. It's just enough to go through the cellophane. Okay, now I'm going to get the ends. So see, then I don't have to unbag it and stuff. I've already got them in these trays. And that's easy for me. And a lot of people would rather work out of little bags and stuff. But no, not me. I like these trays. And so, but still, I'm going to, like, if I'm gonna, like, I'm here in my room, but now, like, especially when the kids are moved in and I have Aria here, and maybe Aria and I will both be working together, there's not a lot of room for two chairs here at this table, but I have had two chairs at this table because she's been here back with me. But I might have one of the little diamond paintings, and I might have it all kitted up into just little, I've got these little bottles like this, and I might kit the whole thing up into these little bottles, and then just take one tray out with me, and then just keep switching back and forth. Oh, that's my daughter. Daughter's calling. And pause.